Hello students, welcome to the class. Today we will see how to determine formula of a compound based on number of voids filled. So in the last class we have discussed that if n is the number of atoms in the unit cell, then number of tetrahedral void will be twice n, and number of octahedral void will be n. So if n is the number of atoms present in the unit cell, then we will have twice n number of tetrahedral voids and n number of octahedral voids. So in case of ionic solids, we have anions, then we have cations, right? So anions are usually bigger in size and cations are smaller in size. Therefore, anions usually occupy the closed packing structure. So closed packing structure, it may be CCP or it may be HCP. So anions usually form this closed packed structure, and these cations, they are smaller, so they occupy these voids. So usually in ionic solids, anions, they are bigger in size and they form the closed packing structure, and cations, they are smaller in size and they form they occupy the voids. So now suppose you have one compound which is formed of X and Y, and is given that X occupies all the tetrahedral voids. So X occupies all the tetrahedral voids and Y occupies, or Y forms the CCP structure. So X occupies all the tetrahedral voids and Y occupies CCP structure, which is also called as FCC structure. So what is the question is, what is the formula of this compound? Now we know for FCC structure. So solution would be, for FCC, number of atoms per unit cell is, atom per unit cell is what? Number of atoms per unit cell for FCC is 4, right? For BCC it is 2. For simple cubic it is 1. And how can we get this 4? 8 corner atoms contributed 1 by 8, plus we have 6 atoms at the face center which contribute half, which equal to 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So for FCC, number of atoms per unit cell is 4. Since Y forms the CCP structure, therefore number of Y atoms is equal to 4. Then X occupies all the voids. Since FCC structure, number of atoms per unit cell is 4, therefore number of tetrahedral void is equal to twice n. Here n is equal to 4, so it would be 2 into 4 is equal to 8. Therefore number of X atoms is equal to what? 8 is equal to number of tetrahedral voids, which is equal to 8. Therefore X is to Y is 8 is to 4, which is equal to 2 is to 1. So the formula would be what? X to Y. So this is the formula. So the formula is X2Y. If the question is that it occupies half of the tetrahedral void, then number of X atom would be what? Half of 8 is equal to 4. So the ratio would have been 4:4 or 1:1, and the formula in this case would be XY if half of the tetrahedral voids are filled. Okay? Or questions may come where X occupies all the octahedral void, then number of octahedral void is equal to n, so is equal to 4. Therefore the ratio is, so number of X atom is equal to, since it occupies all the octahedral void, so number of X atom is equal to 8. So in this case also the formula would be XY. Okay, so in this way if the number of voids filled is given, then we can find out the formula of a compound. Then coming to location of tetrahedral voids and octahedral voids in FCC or CCP. So it is very difficult to express or present this three-dimensional cubic structure in this two-dimensional board. So I will mainly write what are the or where these voids are present. Okay, so for tetrahedral voids, they are present 2 at each body diagonal, right? So how many body diagonals are there? There are 4 body diagonals, so 2 into 4 is equal to 8. So for FCC it is 8. So for FCC, number of atom is per unit cell is 4 and tetrahedral void is 8. So tetrahedral void is present as twice n, or we can represent the number of tetrahedral void as twice n. Okay, so now in FCC we have 8 tetrahedral voids and they are located 2 at each body diagonal. So we have 4 body diagonals, so we will have 8 tetrahedral voids. And tetrahedral voids are formed by 4 atoms. 4 atoms, and if we represent these 4 atoms, and these 4 atoms are situated at so if we draw one cube, so we are drawing a cube, then the tetrahedral shape will be when these 4 atoms occupy the alternate corners. Okay, if one atom is present here, then this nearby space is vacant. Only the atoms are present at alternate positions. Then if we connect this all the 4, then we will get one tetrahedron. So this is very difficult to represent it, so you might get confused from this figure. So try to look at the book and try to visualize things. Okay, so now till now we know that there are 8 tetrahedral voids and they are located at the body diagonal. So now we will move to octahedral void. So octahedral voids are formed by 6 atoms. So it is formed by 6 atoms. 6 atoms, and the shape will be 4 atom will be on a plane. So it is on a plane, and one atom will be above the plane and one atom will be below this plane. So the structure formed by this kind of arrangement of atoms is called octahedral structure. So octahedral voids are formed by 6 atoms, 4 of which lie on the same plane and one above the plane, one below the plane. If you look this octahedron from this side, then we will get this star-like arrangement. We will see it like 2 triangles so it will look like 2 triangles in which the one of whose apex is upward and the apex of this other triangle is downward. So since for FCC number of atom per unit cell is 4, there must be 4 octahedral void. Since numbers would be same, n, right? So here number should be n. 1 is present at the body center, and this body center is formed by 6 atoms at 6 face centers. Okay, so 1 at the body center of the unit cell, and the other 3 are present at edge center. So we have total 12 edges, right? So in a cube we have total 12 edges, and each edge is shared by 4 unit cell. So each edge is shared by 4 unit cell, and we have 12 edges. So contribution of one void to one unit cell is what? 1 by 4. Therefore we have 12 edges. So from 12 edges we will have 12 voids, right? So this 12 void, contribution of 12 voids to one unit cell will be 12 by 4 is equal to 3. So we have 3 from the edge center. So total how many? 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. So we have total 4 octahedral voids. And where are they located? 1 at the body center of the unit cell and 3 at the edge centers. So moving to next part we will learn packing fraction and then packing efficiency. Both actually represent the same thing. So they represent how much of the space is filled by the constituent particles. So it represents space of the unit cell, or how much of the volume of the unit cell is occupied by the atoms or the constituent particles. So it represents this. And this packing fraction, if we represent in percentage, then we will get packing efficiency. So how can we determine this packing fraction? So packing fraction is equal to volume of volume occupied by atoms divided by volume of the unit cell. So we are discussing only cubic cell, right? For a cube, volume is a cube, where a is the side or the edge length. So therefore packing efficiency will be, now packing efficiency will be packing fraction into 100%. So we will get one percentage, XYZ percentage, and this will be its packing efficiency. Now we will try to calculate the packing efficiency and packing fraction for different crystal structures. We will calculate for BCC, simple cubic, and CCP or FCC. We will discuss these things. And remember, FCC and for CCP or FCC and HCP both have same packing efficiency, but we are not going to determine for HCP because it is a bit complicated. So but for simple cubic cell, we know for simple cubic cell the constituent particles are only at the corners, and the particles at corner touches, or the particle at corners touch each other. So for simple cubic cell, the constituent particles are only at the corners, and the particles at the corners, they are touching each other. So from this, if A is the edge length, so let A is the edge length, R is the radius of each sphere. Therefore, from this figure we know, therefore A is equal to what? R plus R. So A is equal to twice R. Now volume of, therefore volume of the unit cell is equal to A cube is equal to twice R whole cube is equal to 8R cube. Okay. Now we will calculate the volume of these unit cells. So for simple cubic structure, number of atoms per unit cell, what? 8 at corners contributed 1/8 to each unit cell, we will get 1. Therefore, volume of one sphere or one atom is equal to 4/3 pi R cube. Okay. Therefore, packing fraction is equal to volume occupied by, we have only one atom, right? So volume occupied by one atom is what? 4/3 pi R cube, and volume of the unit cell is A cube, which is equal to 8R cube. So now we will have 1 by 6 pi, which is almost equal to 0.524. If you calculate it, you will find this. Therefore, packing efficiency is equal to packing fraction into 100%. So we will have 52.4%. So what is the packing efficiency for simple cubic type of lattice? It is 52.4%. So now we will calculate the packing fraction and packing efficiency for BCC structure, body centered cubic structure. So here again R is the radius of one atom or sphere, A is the edge length, and for body centered we know that for body centered cubic structure, atoms along the body diagonal are touching each other. So what is the body diagonal? So this is the corner atom and this is the corner atom of the opposite end of the cube. So it is the body diagonal. If A, B, C, D, it lies on one plane, C, D, E, F is another plane, then AF is the body diagonal. Okay, we will need another diagonal BF. So AF is the body diagonal, BF is the face diagonal. So since atoms along the body diagonal touches, corner atom, body center atom, another corner atom, so they are touching each other. Therefore, AF is equal to R, this is twice R, then again we have R. So R plus twice R plus R is equal to 4R. You have we have already discussed the relation of edge length and R and also D, distance of closest neighbor, in some calculations previously, right? Now also I am discussing it again so that you don't forget it. Okay, so now AF is equal to 4R. But from triangle ABF we know that this is a right angle triangle, so AF square is equal to AB square plus BF square. But for BF, we know from triangle BCF it is again a right angle triangle. We know that BF square is equal to BC square plus CF square. Now we know that AB is equal to BC is equal to CF. All our edges, all are equal since it is cubic, so all will be equal to A. Therefore we have here A square plus A square, we will get twice A square. So BF square is nothing but twice A square. So now we will have AB square is equal to what? A square. So BF square is twice A square, so we will have 3A square. So AF square is 3A square. But AF square, if we represent it in terms of R, then it will be 4R square, 3A square, then we will get A is equal to, okay, so A will be 4 by root 3 into R. Therefore, volume of one unit cell is equal to, or volume of the unit cell is equal to A cube is equal to 4R root 3 whole cube is equal to almost 64R cube 3 root 3, right? and in every case the volume, since the atoms are spheres, so volume of one atom is equal to 4 by 3 pi r square. But for BCC, number of atom per unit cell is what is the number of atom per unit cell? It is 2. One from the body center and one is contributed by the 8 corners. So we have 2. Therefore, volume occupied by constituent particles, volume occupied by constituent is equal to 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube, 8 by 3 pi r cube. Therefore, packing fraction is equal to volume occupied by constituent particle 8 by 3 pi r cube by divided by volume of the unit cell, which is 64 by 3 root 3 r cube. So here 3 will be cancelled, is equal to r cube equal to root 3 by 8 pi, which is equal to about 0.68. Therefore, packing efficiency is equal to packing fraction into 100% is equal to 68%. So we know that for simple cubic it was 52.4%. Now for BCC we know, we have found out that this is 68%. So BCC is more closely packed than simple cubic. Now we will find out the packing efficiency or packing fraction for CCP or FCC structure. So for CCP or FCC, the atoms along the body diagonal, atoms along the face diagonal touch each other. Therefore, from triangle ABC, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So now we know that AB is equal to BC is equal to A, right? Because A is the edge length. So it will be A square plus A square. We will have 2A square. Again, AC is the face diagonal and atoms along the face diagonal touch each other. So AC will be R plus twice R plus R. One corner, another corner, and this is the face center atom. So we will have 4R. Therefore, AC square is equal to twice A square. It implies 4R whole square is equal to twice A square is equal to A is equal to 4R by root 2 is equal to 2 root 2 R. Therefore, what will be the volume? Therefore, volume of unit cell is equal to A cube is equal to 2 root 2 R whole cube is equal to 8 into 2 root 2 R cube is equal to, we have 16 root 2 R cube. Now for FCC, number of atom per unit cell is four. The corners contribution 1/8 plus we have 6 phase centers plus into contribution half is equal to 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So 4 phase center, number of atom per unit cell is 4. Now volume of one atom is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Therefore volume of 4 atoms is equal to 16 by 3 pi r cube. Therefore packing fraction is equal to volume of 4 atoms 16 by 3 pi r cube divided by volume of unit cell, which is 16 root 2 r cube. So it will be cancelled, 16 will be cancelled, and we will get pi by 3 root 2. And if you calculate it, it will be around 0.74. Therefore packing efficiency is equal to packing fraction into 100%. So we will get 74%. So out of simple crystal, BCC and FCC, for simple crystal, let me write it again. So we have simple crystal with packing efficiency 52.4%. BCC we had 68%, and now we find that for CCP or FCC it is 74%. So packing efficiency is highest in case of FCC or CCP. Therefore it is the most packed structure. And also for HCP it will be 74%. So for both CCP and HCP, they are equally packed. So this is the end of today's class. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in WhatsApp. Thank you. Bye bye.